Yo, welcome back to more Owarimonogatari episode 11. As you can see, not at my usual place, but luckily I was able to bring my setup with me so I can keep making videos. First Monogatari video of the new year. Let's fucking go, because last time, as we approached the end of this Monogatari series, Izuku Gaien dropped some bombs on us. Of course, in her knowing everything, still continuing to prove so, told us about how Apparition Killer came to resurrect here over these past 800 years, just rebuilding and being destroyed, but just through that sheer willpower to revive has finally done so. At this point, as we can see, 15 years ago, with that apparently just being the causal link between all these things that have happened these past 15 years, with everyone being affected by their apparition. Everyone, like everything up to this point, you can trace back to the influence of that resurrection, just that attraction of apparitions would have to naturally to the Shirahebi shrine, but even more so with Apparition Killer coming there. Not only that, but because of that time where they went back in time, normally I guess Apparition Killer would have just been dormant there, but upon seeing Shinobu when they went back to that point, triggered, I guess, it stirred him essentially. Now he is at this point causing trouble, which is why Izuku says the responsibility is on Araragi and Shinobu. Shinobu herself, it's been interesting to watch her reaction to all this. Of course, we know she is the closest one to this, to Apparition Killer, to everything, and we've seen her denial. We've seen, I don't know, I thought she had, like, initially I thought she had a valid point about it, you know, whether it being him or not, just because of the whole raincoat apparition that kind of popped up, that was like kind of part rainy devil, part like crab. I don't know, it was a very interesting thing, and I don't know if the design of that was to deliberately throw me off from like linking that, or just giving Shinobu credit to what she was saying, and she very well could be still, but her denial is very understandable, because whether she was conscious of it or not, it also implies the reason she came to this land and to where Araragi found her initially. Like, yeah, she was on the run from the vampire hunters, but you know, here specifically, I guess the question is whether she is conscious of that or not. Regardless, it's all out in the open at this point. We saw the way she kind of snapped at Izuku last episode from being told all this, and just her speaking directly to her. So I guess, you know, that leaves the question. And of course, Apparition Killer coming back and ending up back here because this is his homeland, as a kind of thought, which is cool to have that confirmed. So yeah, so where does that leave us? Good fucking question, because at the end of last episode, like, human-looking Apparition Killer anyway, confronts Araragi. So, you know, at the bookstore. So, yeah, I don't know. It seems that the confrontation has found us at this point. I mean, like Izuku said, don't really need to look for Apparition Killer. Araragi and him will probably just naturally gravitate toward each other, just due to their nature. Both minions of Shinobu. Though I did like what Shinobu said to Araragi at the end there. I guess maybe noticing his jealousy, or even going back to what she told him before she told the story of Apparition Killer initially, which was that it doesn't matter the order of how they became their minions. Like, Apparition Killer was first, but that doesn't mean anything at this point. Araragi is the one that she is close with, that she trusts, that she is like, they have this bond now that is undeniable. And that's important going forward. I don't know what's going to happen if Apparition Killer directly confronts Shinobu, is going to use this opportunity of meeting Araragi now to be like, hey, tell me where she is. Either way, this is where we're at now. It's really crazy, honestly, to have that, not only like Apparition Killer being here explained, which was surprising to have that explained, but just to have everything explained, excuse me. It's all just kind of stemmed from him. Like, that is so crazy, just how full circle everything became by the end here. Damn, man. And the fact that this happened during this portion of second season that I had no idea about is really crazy. Monogatari is so good of isolating, like, sections that have crazy lore and information, but not, and then the characters just know that, and then you can travel to a future point before you as the viewer see that, and everything still makes sense. Not that part not necessarily being relevant or necessary to understand, like something like Hana Monogatari, but to know now is like so crazy. It's crazy how this show continues to do that again and again. But That is so big to learn. So big. So, yeah, all that's left is to see how this confrontation goes. These last couple episodes of Owarimonogatari, which I finally looked up. The meaning of that, I apologize if one of you have told me before. I know my reactions have been so sporadic lately, so some comments have maybe slipped my mind. But yeah, Owari end story, and tying into how the very beginning of this series started, or even I believe how it started with Ogi in this portion of Owarimonogatari, this like second half. Yeah, just so we ended the thing with Oikura. I guess now we're gonna end this with Shinobu and Apparition Killer, because like what I said at the beginning of this, the potential for this to settle these feelings between Shinobu and Apparition Killer is a really big deal, and I love this opportunity for that to happen. As painful as it is, as how intense or as painful as this could potentially be, knowing there's the weight of all this and Shinobu's reaction up to this point, we're just gonna see how it goes, man. So let's go. Beginning the episode in 3, 2, 1. Oh boy. Yep, second one. A specialist. Nice jeans. You look like a character from Hunter x Hunter. What? That's crazy. What? Damn, shout out to Ononoki. Wow. That's nutty. It was worth being stomped on by a little girl. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we're just having a talk. How very monogatari of you. And you sound like... And of course, you still sound like Araragi. Araragi dono. Oh? To break up, huh? I guess that makes sense. I guess he would want that. But, no. Not happening, buddy. Unless it does. Fuck. That would suck. I don't know. This is the end story, right? I don't know if that could mean the end of the relationship between Shinobu and Araragi. Yet, even though their specific bond up to this point ends, maybe they can choose a new bond, one where they willingly stick with each other. I mean, I know their bond literally is like for both of them to live, but I don't know. It's interesting to think about the results of this. Mm-hmm. To make amends. Interesting. Okay. Mm-hmm. A momentary delusion. Interesting. Really? You want to take Araragi's place? This is the first one. Yeah, it is a bit suspicious. I guess he harbors no ill feelings about what happened. Yeah, it's not a grudge. There would be a reason. Yeah, I was gonna say momentary delusion is a two words that don't quite hold what happened. Oh dear. Well, this is awkward. Okay. Hmm. Maybe not. Right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, of course not. I'm the protagonist, god damn it. I caused all this shit to happen. Basically. That's so funny. Mmm. That's why Araragi's the real protagonist. He's not so cliche. Hmm. I like how he said that. I will take a sip too. Ginger ale. Praise each other. Okay. None will be worth it, I assure you, but go for it. Oh. Oh. He would never do something like that, but go on. Yeah, she didn't. She was like, you do it. Apparition, the Kokoro Watari. And my position. Hmm. Hmm. Right. Too late for him. Right. Huh. True. The way you phrase that is so scary. Hello, episode. You're right on time. Izuko did say she was gonna get him. Oh my god. Ooh, true. True. Spoken like a true half vampire hunter. I miss this guy. As much as he fucked up Hararagi and Hanakawa before, I miss this guy. Oh. Damn. By your own will. So it seems. Shameless. Oh, you came too. You hid behind him very well. I'm like, this is a party now. Oh, now you're using the name Guyan. It seems so. Oh dear. Which is? Oh. Oh, tonight. Okay. Wow. Time for mercy is past. Wow. Is he reading the thing about him that we saw last episode? It was like episode in fucking Kaiki. Oh, donuts and book. Well, uh, hello? Did that say bra? It said bra before. Oh, hello. Like what exactly? Uh, 500 years. What did she say? How mature? Oh. Oh my god. That's what she said. Damn. I think she's right. Yeah, that's very brave though. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Hmm. I agree with her. Closure. A smidgen. True. And she's right. Hmm. Hmm. Love. Hmm. I wonder. Yeah, I was. Yep. We were all thinking it. For my current self. Hmm. As the trio. Okay. Hmm. True. She can tell. Hmm. Wow. I guess she can relate in a sense. Hmm. Even still. Hmm. Can't make any stories that way. No Monogatari. Confront it. Hmm. God damn, Kambaru. Woo. Damn. Jesus. Fucking Kambaru. Hmm. Shut up. Uh, Even so. Let this happen. Oh, maybe not. Uh, do it then. Oh, she's so gangster. Oh my god. I love her. Just like, oh my god. Oh my god. Because that's what you do. Wow. Wow. You'll just make the same mistake again. Third, the fourth, the fifth. Never confronting it. Hmm. God. Hmm. It's your responsibility. Hmm. It's still an answer. Yeah. Still fine. That was crazy. Oh my god. Jesus. That was awesome. It's go time. Let's do it. It's time. So cool. Oh wow. Shout out to Izuko. Oh really? To you too. Huh. To you too, eh? She did her job. Good job, Kambaru. Your head's bleeding. Oh, she already knew. It's good. It would have been bad. Jesus. Oh. Yeah. Hmm. Just receded deep within there for that nap. And the bra. You can put it on for me. Jesus. Oh. Hmm. Do it yourself. Oh. There you go. Yeah. It's fine. True. Definitely. Only Monogatari could do that, man. Oh my god. That was so good, dude. I'm about to watch this next episode right now, dude. I cannot wait for this. Oh my god. Shinobu needing to confront this like Araragi confronting Oikura in the first part of Owari. I think I finally understand now why these two stories were put together. Especially after this episode where Kambaru got to the root of the issue with Shinobu. Shinobu before this point was very much in denial, saying, I'm not going to deal with it, you are. It was hard to see a path where she would willingly go or be coerced to do so. But leave it to fucking Kambaru, man, to completely do that. Just to anything Shinobu could think of. Even if I chose the first, even if in his feelings, if I chose him over Araragi, would you still be okay with it? Even that's still fine. No matter how cruel, no matter how amicable the result is, it's still a solution. It's still meeting that responsibility. Because she had a great point, like, well, the same thing would happen later with Araragi. Like, you're immortal, right? The same thing will happen with Araragi. Same thing will happen with the third, the fourth, the fifth. Character development. Who's that on the left? Could that be Papa Araragi? No, it looks too young. Maybe? I don't know. Never seen him, but you know, he is a cop. Leave it to Kambaru to be the one to do that, man. And I was just saying during the credits, like, I finally understand why these two stories are in the same series in Owarimonogatari in the end story. Araragi finally confronting Oikura. Oikura, the root of many things about Araragi. Araragi even saying about that summer, like, that summer made me, right? You know, things she taught him, the things in their multiple encounters throughout life that resonated with him is his sense of justice being dismantled in freshman year of high school and chasing that sense of lost justice ever since. There's multiple things there. Araragi's avoidance in general, very a flaw with him that when he confronted that with Oikura was so crucial, not only for himself but for her as well. And I'm so glad that, of course, still so happy that resolution was able to be found. Here, that was incredible, man. Kambaru, oh my god, I love her character even more now. I appreciated her much more after Hana Monogatari, but what she did there with Shinobu in the most Kambaru way possible was just so good. I couldn't help but just watch and just be like, as Araragi said, I've never seen Shinobu lose a one-on-one fight like that. The Shinobu just being who she is, just very... It's, you know, it's hard to picture her losing in that sense, but, you know, Kambaru was correct. You know, and no matter what the solution is, as cruel as Shinobu wants to be, or as amicable, like, however it turns out, it is still a solution. It is still facing that head on, that responsibility to this man, apparition killer, over the past 400 years, resurrecting to this point, just out of that, you know, to see Kiss Shot, right? Out of, you know, that love, you know, you could absolutely call it that. You even see what he wants now, like he said in the very beginning. I want to be at her side. I want to be at her back, fighting apparitions with her. I want to spend the rest of my time with her, essentially. And yeah, what else could you call that but love, you know, after all this time and finally reaching this point of this being finally right in front of him. And I think the way, like, they address, like, Kambaru, like Shinobu saying she's being too emotional, like, not logical. I think in general, like, there's too much separation placed between being logical and emotional. Like, sure, logically, Shinobu doesn't have to confront apparition killer himself. Araragi could go, specialists could take care of it either way. Like, it's going to get resolved in that way. Like, he will be stopped and things will be fine. But because even though it is emotional for her herself to be the one that would be the most satisfactory for apparition killer emotionally, and, you know, but for her to face that herself, I feel is also logical, because like Kambaru says, like, this is an issue that doesn't stop with the apparition killer. Are you just gonna run away again from Araragi? Like, even if you chose him over Araragi, you would just now start a void with the third meaning, with the fourth meaning, with the fifth meaning. I think even in situations that are emotional, it's still logical to address your emotional issues. You can't separate completely from emotions, or separation between the two, but there's like a point where they cross there that just makes sense. And this is one of those situations. It is important for Shinobu to confront apparition killer, no matter what the result may be. It needs to happen. I agree. And Kambaru doing it the way she did, again, in the most Kambaru way possible, was just so great to watch. As well as Araragi stop Ononoki from going, and they kind of made a funny moment out of that. But yeah, that was just to let that happen, right? Kambaru being so brave, so gangster, even in the face of being threatened by Kishat, who of course could have easily killed her. But, you know, deep down she knows she was telling the truth, and no matter whatever was coming from Shinobu, that every time she questioned, like, well, what if this happened? Would that still be fine? If this happened, would that still be fine? Yes, it would, right? I like that a lot. Now, I'm really glad that happened. It was necessary, because, yeah, again, before this point, it was hard to see a path where Shinobu would choose to do that. She was like, no, Araragi, you're going to be the one to do it. I don't want anything to do with this. Just her denial up to this point. Just surprising lack of interest, seemingly, on the surface, right? And it's focused on most things outside of that in the situation. But now we're finally to the root of the issue, which is between Shinobu and apparition killer. We are finally here. Fight is going to go down now at Tsu High School. So I assume Shinobu will be coming out of her receding into the shrine for for this fight. Maybe not at the start of it. Maybe at a certain point she jumps in finally. You know, after, you know, finally heeding Kambaru's words. They've clearly gotten to her, you know, taking a nap at this point. But I do think that'd be a cool way to do it with Araragi in episode. Maybe confronting Apparition Killer initially, them getting a bit of fighting in, and then maybe at some point Shinobu comes in and then she delivers whatever form of answer she does to Apparition Killer, whether that is cruelly rejecting him, whether that is amicably doing so, or something else. Of course, you know, maybe a bit meta and just from what I've seen so far, of course, I do think she just choose Araragi in general over him, but I guess what I should say is that I'm not sure in what manner she'll respond to Apparition Killer, and I look forward to what it's gonna be, because it'll be resolution for her, resolution for Apparition Killer, and a true end to the Owarimonogatari series, the end story. Really love, because oh man, I really love how they did this series with these two stories, one with Araragi no Ikuda, now with Shinobu and Apparition Killer. Really great, really significant, because those two characters, Oikuda and Apparition Killer, so significant to the past and the pains of Araragi and Shinobu and who they are, and the way they've interacted with the world and characters up to this point. It's just so fucking important, man. So yeah, can't wait. I'm about to watch that episode now, and I'll see you there. So thank you very much for watching, and peace.